Yeah, so I know the title is a bit of a clickbaity title, but at the same time, it isn't. Of course, there is no EZGuitar yet, and I don't know if there ever will be one. But I was going through my EZKey MIDI packs recently, and I have this Epic Metal MIDI pack. And I thought, well, in a way, that could work and make a metal song from Toontrack in a way. The only other thing that you might need to have is a MIDI guitar plugin. I'm gonna use Impact Soundworks Strategy, Serpent and Jupiter, but yeah, there's also a Stratus free one, which is a bit limited, but hey, if you want to start for free, you can always start for free. I know that there's several other companies who sell guitar plugins, so take your pick. What am I talking about? So let's open up EZKeys here in Cubase, and then we go to the Grooves tab, and here I have all the MIDI grooves that I have for EZKeys. We're going into Epic Metal. I'm gonna take the straight one, and then there is yeah, what will it do? The theme? No, arpeggio. I think there was, oh no, this is the one. Let me listen. That one. We're going to use that one. I think that's a nice one. Dark Symphonic. Sounds good. Sounds metal to my ears.
God damn it, that sounds metal.
I hope you like metal.
So what we're going to do is, so this is for 140 BPM. I'm going to raise this to 140 BPM. Then we're on the same grid. I'm going to drag and drop this at measure 1, and then for now we're done. It's here. Right. As we open this up, you can see how this was all laid out. I'm gonna change a couple of things. Again, that might not make it very easy guitar anymore, but still, bear with me and you might find it not that difficult. So, up next is we're gonna open 2 instances of Contact. And let's make it 3 because we need a rhythm section as well, right? So, okay, let's go. Okay, so here it is. This is the top one. I'm gonna make this into the Serpent. And I'm gonna make this one guitar. And now we have the guitar going on here. That's fine. So what we're now going to do is we're going to rip off the parts in the MIDI that we don't need for this. So this is going to be a lead. So we'll call this Guitar Serpent. Right. And we'll just copy this to the next track. I'm going to mute this one because I just want to focus on this. This sounds like this now. And you can kind of get a sense of what we're gonna do. I'm gonna run this through an amp, and of course we will use EZMix for that, keeping it simple. It's a guitar, electric, and yeah, I'm gonna use the Metal Amp Anthology since we're gonna make this a metal one. I need a lead, and what lead would work? Rhythm. No. No. Bit too much, right? Lone Star. Okay, so now with this selected, right, you can kind of get the sense of what we're gonna do. So we're gonna open it, we're gonna delete at least all the lower notes, and I'm just gonna focus in on the shape that's playing. So I'm gonna delete this, I'm gonna delete this, and I'm gonna delete this. So now we have cool. And since I thought it would be cool if this was a dual lead, I'm gonna keep extra notes for that, for another guitar basically. So I'm gonna delete these bits and make sure that I have 2 of each there. We're gonna more or less do the same. Cut this up, delete this. And here's a kind of a different part, but what if, say, I'm gonna delete this anyway, right? What if I alternate between the different pitches, right? So I'm gonna keep this and I'll alternate this, but I'll show you, don't worry. Right. Now I have everything sorted. Everything is there for 2 leads. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna mute these ones and these ones because they are kind of similar, and here we're gonna alternate. So I'm gonna mute this, mute that, and mute that, right? Or I can use this tool here. I'll do it in I'll do the same thing. So now our lead sounds like this. Cool. That's one. This one is going to be Jupiter. Jupiter. Great. 1 guitar is enough. And I'm just going to duplicate this. Simple. What I'm going to do is going to select these bits. And if I now press my key command for mute, in which in my case is Alt M, it flips. So it makes everything that wasn't muted, muted, and everything that was muted, it unmutes. So simple. So now we have this one for this guitar. Yeah, cool. But we need to name it. GTR Jupiter. And I'm gonna color code it because all my guitars are usually yellow, and this will just be the rhythm. But this still doesn't have its sound, so I'm gonna drag this over. We'll just use the same amp, but I might change it up. Will I change it up? Well, let's change it up, right? Let's find something else. How's this? Not really wet enough. Dry. what I want. Yeah, this fried lead would work. I'm gonna pan this one 50 to the left, 50 to the right. So they are kind of in the, they're not dead in the middle, but a little panned apart, but not full left and right. And now we have this. Yet I still feel like if we grab this little thing here, right, and if we play it an octave lower, right, and together with the other one, pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay, now since our basic EZKeys patch has a drone on the E, I'm not gonna bother with that. But what I'm gonna do is for the rhythm guitars, which is just gonna be open strings, keeping it fairly simple, I'm just gonna steal the first out of all these bits, the first note. That will work. And then I'm probably going to use all of them because there is a nice cascade going on. I might join these two up, but we'll see. So I'm going to copy them. I'm going to create a new event, paste, and then I'm just going to legato the whole bit, right? So what we basically now have is this. Nothing, because we still didn't have a guitar. We have this. Not much of a rhythm, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna maybe even 3 here. Great. And also because with key switches, in this case, you can change what kind of a sample that you get in your playback. So now, this is a B, right? I'm gonna go lower. But if I change this, now it's a palm muted. This is a staccato, and this is a power chord, and that's what I want. So I'm gonna give this little key switch here, and now we have okay, so this is really gnarly, right? So I'm probably gonna take that down a bit. Yeah, sounds a bit better. Maybe I'll do that with the overall because it's strumming really, really hard. And now, right, sounds good. Again, put an easy mix on here. Guitar, electric. The dark castle, since we're still in the whole dark theme, right? Good. So how does this sound all together? Pretty cool, right? So what's next? So next I'm gonna grab my EZ bass, And we're gonna do the bass guitar for this one, right? Bass in my case is always blue, so I'll make this blue. And I'm gonna go over to the metal bass. I'm gonna go to what is cool. What's the overkill? Was that cool? Yeah, that's gnarly, man. I love that.
It's pretty gnarly, dude.
That's gnarly, dude.
Cool sound, cool sound. What I'm gonna do again, instead of what I very simply could do is just drag this, put the key switch, sort of the quick key switch out, maybe just select all and just make it a little higher in velocity, and then you have. That's a bit boring, isn't it? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put a groove on this and use this this bass MIDI as a as a groove. So I'm basically gonna drag and drop this MIDI in my timeline here, and nothing really has changed, but we're gonna replace the MIDI. And with what MIDI are we gonna replace it? This is pretty cool. A bit too happy. I think I might go for this one. Although it says outro, I don't care. I like the groove of this. Save changes. There we go. And yeah, that is it basically. Now we have the bass. Does it work with the guitars? Yeah, pretty cool. I think it's dope.
It's dope.
It's dope, which means good.
So I'm gonna drag and drop. You can leave it in here if you want, but I always like to have my parts on the grid in Cubase so I know what I'm doing. And quite often I would even like just either mute it or just throw it out, you know. And in this case I'm just gonna remove it. It's fine. Cool. Last bit, drums, right? I'm gonna put you here, add track, instrument, do the drums, and here's my Easy Drummer 3. Just gonna use this. I think the Metal Mania kit would be awesome for this one. I have a preference in that kit. I really like the dark one. Since it's all a bit dark themed in this one, why not use this kit, right? So this kit. Yeah, again, let's do it a bit different here as well. Let's use Bandmate, and I'm just gonna drag and drop this in here so it can analyze and come up with a solution for me. Good. Yeah, metal, simple. I want to open hi-hat, so and let's unmute it. And I need to play it here. it works. The only thing I don't really like is it should be halftime. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna drag and drop this to my Easy Drummer lane, and I'm gonna edit it simple. So we'll just put you on stop, put you to drums, that's fine. I'm gonna scoot you over here. Though this works, right? Okay, the bass is a bit too loud. To make things complete, let's do this 2 rounds, right? We're gonna just duplicate you. I'm gonna delete all of my snare drums, and everywhere where I want to have the kick, I'm gonna move the kick over, and that's always gonna be the 3rd beat of every bar. Maybe not that one. And we'll move this up to the snare bit. Crank it up. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I want his snare here as well. We're going to do it there as well. That's cool, and then we go into the double time, which is awesome. And the end, maybe we might end this. Delete you, delete you. Turn this into a kick drum. Cool. And we're gonna create a crash for one and a crash for the other one. And we're done, I'd say. Any ways to improve this? Well, we could potentially do with another easy mix. Mastering. AI assisted. How's this? We're gonna track. Sounds good to me. Maybe the drums could use a little punch. Let's use another instance of Easy Mix. Drums, full kit. Yeah. What do we want? What do we want? How does this sound? Nice. One thing that I am going to do is I'm going into the mixer and I'm going to turn the cymbals down. And down as well. Because we're still making a dark track, right? It's still the, was it? Dark symphonic. So yeah, we should totally make it a little darker. So this is it. I think it's very straightforward. What I'll do is I'm making the piano purple because it starts with a P. I'm going to move this to here. And then we have this whole thing here. Let me know if you still think we need EZGuitar or not, right? Just be creative with EZKeys and the MIDI packs that come with that. There's tons of them and they're awesome. And in this case, I didn't change the key of the song, or I didn't come up with my own chord progression, because you could, and you can easily alter everything and have everything, you know, the way it suits you better, you know. So yeah, but just as an experiment, let me know what you think, and I'll press play.
That is metal as fuck.